It is freezing cold out, but I still need to visit my little library. Let's go. Hello everyone, my name's Crystal. Welcome to my channel. It is cold. It is really cold out, but luckily I have a little library here in my town, and usually it's not too good. It's hit or miss. I think I probably put better books in than I've found, except for this past time I found quite a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 or 12 of them. I don't want the stack to fall over. So let's go through them. There are some good ones. The first one is by Fern Michaels. I can't remember if I have read any of her books. I've heard of her before, but this is called Pretty Woman, and it is about Rosie Gardner. She fell under the spell of handsome Kent Bliss, and not even her best friend Vicky could persuade her that her fiance was a two-timing cad. Now it's her third wedding anniversary, and Rosie, overweight and fed up with Kent's mistreatment, realizes her ex-best friend was right about Kent. But the day after kicking him out and beginning a diet and exercise regimen, another life-changing event occurs. She wins $302 million in the Wonderball lottery. Oh my goodness. Of course, her ex is wanting some of his share of the money. Now, no one will stop this pretty woman from jumping into life and love with a passion she didn't know she possessed. So, I wasn't going to grab this one, but I thought that it sounded pretty good. The next one is by Rachel Hollis. It's called Girl Wash Your Face, and I have this one on Audible, I believe, but I thought I would grab it and see what I think of it. I haven't listened to it yet on Audible, but stop believing the lies about who you are so you can become who you were meant to be. And it's a self-help book, so we'll see. Next, okay, so there are 3 of these, and I can't remember what order they go in. I think it's this one. So Alison Noel, Evermore, and it is the Immortal series. I believe this is YA. The first book in Alison Noel's extraordinary New Immortal series, enter an enchanting new world where true love never dies. After a horrible accident claims the life of her family, 16-year-old Ever Bloom can see people's auras, hear their thoughts, and know someone's entire life story by touching them. Going out of her way to avoid human contact and suppress her abilities, she has been branded a freak at her new high school, but everything changes when she meets Damien Augustine. Damon is gorgeous, exotic, and wealthy. He's the only one who can silence the noise and random energy in her head, wielding a magic so intense it's as though he can peer straight into her soul. As Ever is drawn deeper into his enticing world of secrets and mystery, she's left with more questions than answers, and she has no idea who he really is or what he is. The only thing she knows is to be true, that she's falling deeply and helplessly in love with him. So the whole series is here. There's Evermore, and then there's Blue Moon. And unfortunately, the last one, Shadowland, is a hardcover. But I mean, I'm not going to complain about a free book. It's silver on the spine. So I'll look forward to trying those out and seeing. Again, if I pick up a book and find that I don't like it, I just pass it back on to the little library. Next is Beautiful Creatures by Cami Garcia and Margaret Stoll. And it says it's a major motion picture. I'm not sure. I've never heard of it. I'm just wondering when this was published. Oh, okay. Copyright 2009. So this is an older book. Okay, yeah, this is an older book. So Beautiful Creatures. I don't think I've heard of anything. Give this to fans of Stephenie Meyer's Twilight or HBO's True Blood series. And that's from SLJ. Lena is unlike anyone the small southern town of Gatlin has ever seen, and she's struggling to conceal her power and a curse that has haunted her family for generations. But even within the overgrown gardens, murky swamps, and crumbling graveyards of the Forgotten South, a secret cannot stay hidden forever. So, sounds like a fantasy. I'm not real sure if it is vampire or... I guess we'll find out, but it does look like it is a series. On the back, it looks like Beautiful Creatures is the first one, then Beautiful Darkness, Beautiful Chaos, Beautiful Redemption. So we'll see. And then this one has great Goodread reviews. It's by MJ Summers, Breaking Clear. I think this is like the 9th one in a series, but I think that they're standalones. I will have to check and see. And it doesn't say anything on the back about it. A classic romance with a side of sizzling seduction by the best-selling author of Break Into. So, romance. Next is nonfiction, The Ark of the Covenant. The true story of the greatest relic of antiquity. And it is one of the greatest mysteries of ancient history. It was built after God spoke to Moses on Mount Sinai. Yet, even though the ark was said to possess the power of life and death, the Hebrew Bible contains no record of its fate. So this is an account of trying to look for the Ark of the Covenant, I believe. And then we have The Nanny by Gilly McMillan. Who Loves You More? Okay. And this is the best-selling author of What She Knew, conjures a dark and unpredictable tale of twisted love and misplaced trust. On a hot night in the summer of 1987, Hannah, the Holt family's nanny, left Lake Hall without a trace, devastating 7-year-old Joe. Haunted by the loss of the woman she loved more than anyone, Joe grew up blaming her beautiful aristocratic mother, Virginia. 30 years later, in the wake of tragedy, Joe returns to her faded childhood home and is forced to confront her troubled relationship with Virginia. But the fraught peace between mother and daughter erodes when a human skull is accidentally discovered in the lake behind the house, the first of several shocks that rock the estate. Suddenly, Jo finds herself questioning everything and slowly learns that her childhood recollections may not be what they seem. Who loves her, who doesn't, and what really happened on that hot summer evening all those years ago. So that sounds like it'd be a good thriller read. I hate when the pages are like that, though. I find it hard to read when they're like that, but again, it was free. And then the last two are by Sylvia Day, Captivated by You and Reflected in You. And I since have realized that, for one, I have Captivated by You, and two, I DNF the first one in this series. This is the one that is similar to 50 Shades of Grey. And it's supposed to be better than 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't know. I might try reading the first one again. It wasn't horrible, but just trauma meets trauma, so let's jump into bed. But we'll see. But those are the last two books I got. So that is my little haul from my little library. Thank you for joining my video, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.